In other POS systems, your rent and your sales settlements are handled completely separately. You get a settlement check for your sales, and then separately, you owe rent on top of that. This can get really confusing really fast and leads to a lot of disputes, missed payments, and inflexible scheduling. SyncRestore does this slightly differently. So instead of keeping your rent and sales separate, SyncRestore combines everything into a system called the running balance. You can think of this sort of like a bank account, right? So you have a single balance that can go positive or negative depending on what's happening with your booth. Certain actions can either credit your account or debit your account. Some examples of actions that can credit your account are either selling items in the store or paying your rent directly at the register. Debits will come from rent being applied to your account. This happens on a regular schedule, typically once a month, and is manually done by your administrator. As a quick example, let's assume your current balance is $0 and your rent is $30 a month. At the start of a settlement period, your rent will be applied and your balance will go from $0 to -30. Now, during that period, let's say you sell a product for $50. That $50 gets credited to your balance, so now you are sitting at a positive $20 balance. When settlements are run at the end of the period, since your balance is positive, you will receive a check for $20. Your balance will then reset to zero. Keep in mind your actual payout may be slightly less because the store will, of course, take commission on your sales, but we want to keep things simple for this example. On the other end of that, what happens if your balance is negative when a settlement is run? So let's say you're at zero again and your rent is applied. You're at -30. But this period, you don't sell anything. So when settlements are run, since your balance is below zero, no payout occurs and you still owe that $30. The next month, rent is applied again, so now you are at -$60. At this point, you have the option to go to the register and make a payment of $60 to bring your balance back to zero. Note that you can, of course, make a rent payment at any time. However, your administrator may require you to make payments if your balance is consistently below zero. Then say next week you have a fantastic sales week and you sell $80 worth of items. Your balance climbs back to a positive $80. So when settlements are run, you get a check for $80 and you're back to zero. To see a full breakdown of what's contributing to your current balance, simply select View Account Activity. This will take you to your Account Activity feed. Here you can see each line item that is contributing to your current balance, including item sales, rent charges, and manual payments of rent. If you scroll down to the very bottom, you can see your current balance. If you ever need to pay down a negative balance, just head over to the register and let the cashier know that you'd like to make a rent payment. They'll apply it directly to your account. If you're a new vendor and need to pay a deposit, the same process applies. Simply make sure to tell the cashier that it's a deposit specifically so it gets recorded correctly. To view settlements from previous months, simply navigate to the Settlements tab under Vendor Tools. Here you can see a grid view of all your settlements from previous months. If you would like a copy of your settlement check for your records, you may simply click Open on your desired settlement. You may scroll to the bottom and here you will see a PDF of your settlement check for that period. To print it, simply select the printer icon and continue with printing from there.